Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is your host Slizzard, and today we're going to do a top 3 worst and best core class figures video. Without further ado, let's welcome our guests in the background. That is Studio Series 38 Optimus Prime. There's Goldbug, Jazz, and Mirage. These 4 are not core classes. This one's a Voyager class size, and these 3 are deluxe size. Core classes are a lot smaller. They're about 3.5 inches in height. So this is, for example, a Megatron core class for size comparison. And he is just a little smaller than Goldbug, just for a size comparison. So without further ado, let's start with our worst. So number 3 on the list of worst figures, I'm going to have to give this to Ironhide. Take a close look at him here. The figure itself isn't bad. The problem with this toy is that the tolerances are off. Like, I own the Ratchet version of this guy, so it's the same design and everything clips in perfectly, so he does turn into an ambulance. But this guy, when you clip it together, the tolerances are so off that it doesn't look good in the car mode. So I'm going to give number 3 to Ironhide. Robot mode though, he's okay, but I can say that a lot of the other figures, there's a lot of competition in core class. This guy is going to score a number 3 on the worst. So we'll put him down here. Next, we're going to get worse now. Number 2, we're going to get Bumblebee Studio Series Ravage. Now this figure is probably so bad that you're probably still going to see him at your local Toys R Us or GameStop or Walmart. The reason why you're going to see him is because no one bought him. Like, the figure itself isn't that bad, but the price tag that they're asking for, like, they're asking, you could get this Ironhide, why would you buy this guy? That's why you can't find Ironhide, but you can find Ravage. And it's not just the design either. Like, his transformation, like, I understand he's supposed to be a Jaguar and he doesn't really do anything else, but he just turns into a cube. So if he had turned into, like, maybe more something that resembled more like a cassette tape, like G1, I would probably like him more, but he just transforms into a rectangular cube. So here. Okay, next on the list we have Exosuit Spike Witwicky here. Let's take a close look up of him here. The figure itself is awful. Like, I have nothing nice to say about this. The colors are bland. I mean, he's supposed to resemble what he is in the TV show, but couldn't get more lame than a human. I mean, the only cool thing about this is he can turn his head when you tilt the thing here. He does turn into some sort of vehicle with thruster boosters there. The only positive thing I can say about it is that he does come with some blast effects, like little core class ones. So if you want the blast effects for the core class figures, buy him so you can put the blast effects on other ones. Like, let's put him in here. Again, this is probably the worst guy. And just by looking at these 3, it's actually not even that bad. Like, do I regret buying any of these figures? Not really. It's nice to have Spike because I have Daniel Witwicky, so I can have him side by side. Daniel does come with Dinobot Slug Studio Series. So now let's move over to figures that are the best figure. So number 3 on best core class figure is probably Optimus Prime. Let's take a close look here. Comes with a gun. I'd say he's also tied with Nemesis Prime. Nemesis Prime has the axe. He has a blue one. But he has this iconic blaster here. And look at the detail on the figure. Very good details, a lot of panel lining. The colors are close to being accurate to G1. I think they're a bit more maroon here than G1, similar to Bumblebee Studio Series 38. It's actually based off the War for Cybertron look, I'd say here. That's as close as you can get to him. And funny story, Optimus Prime is actually the first core class, or even Transformer, I got that when I recently started collecting. All I really wanted was a figure that I could put on my desk, and something, because we were going back to work from COVID, back in the office, and I just wanted something, it's like a fidget toy, something to play with. I ended up with Optimus Prime. My wife's like, "Why do you want that?" I just want one, I don't mind just having this toy. Like, why can't I just have one? Well, you know what happens when you try something once and you really like it. you end up doing more of it. So now I have every core class figure. I have like entire waves of deluxe figures, and I've been collecting Voyager and leader sizes. I haven't gone to Commander size, but that's for another time. Nothing really there has piqued my interest too much. But yeah, it started with one figure in December of 2022. Now I have over 100, and it's all thanks to this guy. That's why I'm not giving him a higher rating than rank number 3, because it's a love-hate relationship with this figure. He looks great, he's iconic, but damn you for getting me started on collecting. I'll put him here, number 2. Let's go with Soundwave. Look at this guy. Soundwave is probably one of the most perfect figures for core class. It's like he was meant to be a core class figure. Everything about him is great. Panel lining, the coloring, the way he transforms, he turns into a cassette tape, which I like because that's what he does in Gen 1. None of this pancake or vehicle, he's a cassette. I know they stopped making cassette tapes at the factories, they stopped making the cassette players, but I want Soundwave because that's how I grew up watching him, and that's what I want. So yeah, here he is. If you're gonna buy just one figure and you want someone popular and you don't know who to get Soundwave or Stars. I would say Soundwave just because its colors pop more. A lot more fun to play with, a lot easier to transform. And he's just great. I have a nice emotional attachment to him just by having him in my childhood as figures. And you can have a miniature version of here's Soundwave number. You're probably wondering who's number 1 then. It's not Starscream, although he was a runner-up. Number 1, well, probably not. And number 1 is Iguanus. This figure you can probably still find at your local wall. No one knows who this character is. Well, not nobody, but most people don't. Most people have no idea what he transforms into. Nothing like that. But if you look at the figure itself, look at the detail on it. Like, nothing was... I think whoever designed this, deserves a raise. Look at this. Look at all the intricate details. Look at the face. Look at the eyes. Everything about this figure, I really think this one is the best. The transformation is fun. His posability is great. You can superhero pose this guy all day. This guy, if you can still find him, especially if you can find him on sale, buy him. I'm serious. This guy, I didn't even want him, but since that collector mind of me wanted every single one, I decided to buy every single one. And I was like, oh, he's on the shelf, and I know if I don't buy him now, I'm not going to be able to buy him later. So I just, I bit the bullet and I bought him. And guess what? He was not a mistake. He's probably my favorite one. I just love, I wish I had more than one of him. I'd probably buy more than one. I've seen people take him and repaint him into other figures. He's a fun guy, fun looking character. I actually like putting him on the Coronation Starscream throne because he's purple and the throne is a lighter purple. He looks great on there. It's just funny seeing that little guy. He turns into a motorcycle, and look at him. He has the gauntlet here with the spikes. He has spikes there. I never even noticed that until today. Spikes on his head, up here, here. And you'd think little details like that would break, but this is whatever plastic they use on it, very durable too. Colors pop, the gold, the red, everything just goes well together. Whoever designed this, kudos to you guys. And I hope you design more. Number 1 for Iguana. Put him right there. Now, let's hear what you think. Leave a comment. Tell me which figure you like the most, which one you hate the most, if you agree with me, if you disagree. We're all open to opinions, but I do like to thank you for watching this video. If you like Transformers content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.